All right, so today I read an article talking about the emergent reasoning ability of ChatGPT, and I wanted the example in the article was like write me 3 sentences that include a metaphor and are about dueling and are overly self-confident and uses like a self-syllogism or something like that I didn't even understand, but it was able to do it. And what that means is it's putting things together and basically it's not just getting data and regurgitating it, it is literally able to put it together in new creative ways to correctly answer any logical test that you give it, basically. So I was trying to think of one that I could do myself and I couldn't think of one, but then I thought I'm just going to ask it and see what it says as far as prompt ideas. And so it gives me design a sustainable city on Mars or invent a new sport for the future, and 3 other options. And I said go number 5 because I wanted to hear what is it going to do for a new sport. And so it starts talking about jetpacks flying around, and it honestly sounds really fun. If we get the technology to do that, that would be fun. And then at the end of it, I said, okay, that reminds me of NASCAR because the jetpacks would break down, and then each team would have like a pit crew. And then it immediately spits out as if it's excited about it. Like in less than a second, it spit out this response. It didn't even think at all, and it spits out all these ideas for the game and how the pit crew would change it. I haven't even read that yet, but I'm like, generate an image to advertise the sport, and it generates this. So this is a new idea. This is a game involving jetpacks in a spherical arena. And you can see it's kind of using like a court down there. Like it probably has an understanding of what a sport is. And it's got like a tennis / basketball shaped court. But it's using existing images that it's learned from. It's showing the idea of kind of like Ender's Game, of like jetpacks going around. And the idea of it being a sport and not just like a war is kind of unique as far as future jetpack stuff goes. So I don't know. I mean, can you think of something to challenge it with that it would get wrong? Because it's kind of blowing my mind, and I don't know how it could be better than it already is. And not only does it do the task, right? When you test its intelligence, not only does it deliver, but it over delivers. It like, not only does it understand your question and give you an answer, but the answer is way above satisfactory. The answer is phenomenal. It feels like if you say, generate me an idea for a screenplay and a log line, it doesn't just say, some bad idea. Like, it will literally give you something that's good. That's what's so crazy. It's actually good. It's actually original. Like, maybe someone wrote a sci-fi book called Aerosphere or whatever, but I really think that, I mean, what test do you want? What do you want me to ask it? Other than invent a new sport for the future. I mean, I don't know. There's no challenge I could give it. Like, I could say, like, write a story. Write a short story using only the first half of the alphabet. Now this is impossible. Let's see what it does. So it's using Aaron a lot. Is S in the first half? I'm seeing if I can see any letters here. I'm just going to ask it. What letter is the cutoff point for the first half of the alphabet? And please list the letters you weren't allowed to use. So M. So it's saying it didn't use S. But there it is, swift strike. So it's failing to do that. But that's impossible. But it tried. So I guess I got it, right? But I can't do that. No one can do that because the nature of S is to pluralize, and the nature of, you know, you need all of the letters. I mean, I'll say, you failed because Aaron has an N and an S. That was too hard of a task. Write a short story without using the letter S or the letter N or the letter P. So I'm looking for S's, N's, and P's here. Okay, I see an N there in knowing. So it can't do that. Okay, so, and then let's also say, like, what is Omaha spelled backwards? Got Peyton Manning on my mind. Okay, I like how it capitalized the O there. I'm gonna say, so it's a ham. Oh, what? This is something that AI has always failed. What are all the possible permutations of letters that are potential anagrams for the word judge? Judge is probably too long. I probably should have done like cart. Like a 4-letter word to start. So it says 120. That sounds right. Okay, list. I'm going to say list all the permutations of possible anagrams for the word tar. So it should be tar, tra, rat, RTA. TAR, TRA. So it's got 2 of each starting letter, and then it switches the other 2. So that looks right to me. So I bet it can't do 4. But maybe it did. Maybe it did 5. It just doesn't want to spit it all out. List all the permutations of possible anagrams for the word cart. So this is, it should have an equal number of CE words, A words, and R words, and T words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks right to me. Okay, but how many of those are actual words? Like, what I want it to be able to know is, like, I want it to be able to do this, all this work here, but then check each dictionary definition of each word and, like, tell me if any of how many words there are. That way I would know how many anagrams are in the word, you know, malfunction or something like that. Or how many words are, I don't know. I forget why I wanted it to know how to do that, but it's something that AI has never been able to do. But I guess I'm showing now the limitations of the program. It can do it, though. It can do that. It just can't do a story without a certain letter. How about this? Write two sentences that contradict one another without using the letter O. That's pretty good. I mean, that's not creative, but what would be creative? I don't know. Let me know what you want me to ask it. I'm going to keep thinking about it. I really want to see it fail so I know where the edge is, because right now it feels like there's no edge. I guess the edge is if I say the letter S, but maybe I didn't put it in quotes, you know? Write one paragraph short story about a god, but you cannot use the letter G, and you also cannot use the letter O. See summon right there. Summon has no. Doesn't summon contain the letter? It's probably confused because the letter O is not by itself. It's inside of a word. It's going to rewrite the story, but it says beyond in the first line. So yeah, this is definitely something it can't do. Okay. All right. Have a good day.